Hi everyone, my name is Paige and I work for HemoPet and Dr. Jean Dodds remotely. Today I will be showing you how to report a pet food complaint to the FDA. So why are we doing this? Well, it turns out that there are several companion pet parents out there who say that they have been purchasing the same food for years and years and years for their pets, opened up a fresh bag, and suddenly their dogs or cats became ill, and some have passed away. And they do believe that the causal link is from the food. We do not know for sure yet. The FDA is investigating, and also Dr. Jean Dodds' colleague and friend, Dr. Judy Morgan, is going above and beyond in this regard. She has actually spent thousands of dollars um, purchasing dog foods or cat foods and sending them over to an independent lab to find out what could be in the food that might be causing an issue. Her investigation is ongoing at this point in time. In the meantime, she and others are encouraging everybody to fill out this pet food complaint form, and we encourage you to do so too. However, there are several things within this form. Let me tell you, I've been over it a few different times that can be missed, that are important pieces of information that the FDA needs to actually, investigate. So I will be taking you over how to fill out this form. Right now, I'm going to be moving myself over to the side here, so nobody gets dizzy from this. Here I come. I'm over here now. So I'm going to move this over here. So again, you can visit our blog post. Here it is up on the site. A lot of this form is self-explanatory, but we do want to go over like the ins and outs of it. So first of all, you can go to how to report a pet food complaint on the FDA's website. You can just go ahead and type into Google how to report a problem. Then you want to click on report a pet food complaint. Excuse me, I am going to have to be putting on my readers really quickly. So here we are starting. At first, what we want you to do, Dr. Jean Dodds suggests, is that you just report as guest at this point. Later on, we do suggest that you do create an account. Now, if this has happened to you and you're emotional, and we completely understand, and it's just too raw for you at this time, you can definitely have your veterinarian or ask your veterinarian to fill out the form for you. So we are going to start off by reporting as guest, just to familiarize ourselves with the system. So start a new report. We are a consumer. Select the type of product that this report is about, pet food or pet treat. Select the report to begin, pet food, a consumer or concerned citizen. Begin report. Okay, now, as you can see, this thing was probably created in 2000, 1995. Take your pick, your year. So this is the introduction. You can definitely enter a title. Adverse event. An adverse event, it would definitely be if your dog or cat got sick or possibly passed away. And there's also the next choice is the product problem. Product problem is for instance, you open up the bag and it's the food smelled weird. If you didn't ever feed the food to your pet, click that, but you just noticed that it smelled off. Click the product problem. However, in this instance, we are going to be choosing adverse event. There is a huge difference between the types of questions that you are asked beyond this point. Adverse event has a lot more detail that it wants. So we're going to have to go ahead and choose adverse event. As well, if you choose both, you're going to get the same questions pretty much that you're going to get with the adverse event. So are you the animal owner? Yes. Next. Within this page, may the FDA contact you to follow up if necessary. We encourage you to say yes. So next, you can fill out all of this information right up here, species, everything. But this is the part that we really want to go over right here, is describe what happened. We have ideas of how you can definitely fill this out. How to report a pet food complaint. We have this on our website. And we want you to be as detailed and descriptive as possible. Um, how long were you doing this? Timeline events with approximate dates, detailed description of the illness or what the outcome was, diarrhea, what color, frequency, size. One of the things that we request that you do not do is we don't want you to editorialize. We don't. We want you to give your opinion of how it affected your pet, but not to be overly opinionated, if that makes any sense. Here's an example that we found before here. My gut feeling says the dog food and diet definitely has something to do with her sudden death. That does not help anybody. We understand that you want justice for your pet, but the best way to get justice and to save other animals is to be as detailed as possible without giving too much editorial. So here are different ideas of what you could definitely say. Some of these sections or what we're telling you to put in the detailed description, you have 35,000 characters to use. And you also may want to write it, edit it, write it, edit it, keep going through that. And remember, this is about justice for your pet and for other pets in this world that might be affected too by this pet food, if that is the possible cause. Again, we do not know for sure. So go through this and then, yeah, okay. So let's get back over to the pet food safety reporting portal. Here we go. Again, describe what happened. Don't over editorialize. And then go ahead and say, outcome to date, everything. Now, mind you, if you submit this report, it will take you back and say, like, this is a required fill, you didn't fill it out. This is going to be the interesting part right here. This is what really got us. And I was like, ooh. So you want to add the product that you think is causing the issue. But again, let's say you're feeding your pets several products. We'll get into that. So you click add and you put the full name here. I am just going to use generic names. So I'm just going to say pet food, product type, pet food, package type. Let's go ahead and say bag, unit of measure, 8, and then pound. Heck, why not? You can get the UPC from the label. That's usually the barcode, things of that nature. Definitely fill out as much of this as you can. Describe how the product was used or administered. You can say free feed, scheduled feed, how much you feed per day, the times that you fed the food, and then also describe how the product was stored before and after opening. So, were there any other foods or products given to the animal during this time? Now, say other foods or products may include snacks, medication, treats, other supplements, and vaccines. So you can say yes. Let's go ahead and do that. Amount of time from use of product to onset of event. Go ahead and say 4. Then we're going to say days. Was product use stopped after the onset of adverse event? So yes. How did the adverse event diminish or stop after product was stopped? Say yes. Was product use started again? Fill out to the best of your knowledge. And then how strongly do you believe this product is related to the adverse event? This is going to be our definitely related. Definitely fill out where you purchased it and everything else, and then go ahead and push save. Okay. Do you notice how this page has changed, or this web page? We'll go over that in a second, because this is where we missed everything. But first of all, let's add another product, because we were thinking to ourselves, well, wait a minute, but our dogs also get treats, and our dogs also get, pumpkin, because, well, Maddie does, because she's got that little boots fitting problem. So I'm going to put canned pumpkin here. And I think this is relevant because, remember, I am buying the canned pumpkin at the grocery store. This would be the same canned pumpkin that I would use to make, pumpkin bread. I don't really like pumpkin pie, but, that sort of thing. So product type, I'm then going to, of course, select human food. I'll go through the same questions again. How strongly do you believe this product is related to the adverse event? And I'm going to say unrelated, because I think it is the food instead. This, Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add, let's say, um, treats. Again, I am simply doing this for demonstration purposes. Also, we would like you to complete it as much as you possibly can. You know, for instance, canned pumpkin, you would choose can, that sort of thing. Unrelated, let's go ahead. So, oops, I'm missing something here. Product type, food, there we go. Complete this as much as you can. And again, we're going to save it. Okay. One of the most important numbers, I'm going to move myself here, that the FDA wants is called lot number. You can find this on the package somewhere around there. It's usually near the Best By date or their expiration date. So this is actually a very important number to the FDA, and they make a big point of it. This number is often hard to find and difficult to read. It is stamped onto the product packaging and typically includes a combination of letters and numbers. It's always in close proximity to the Best By before or expiration date, if the product has a Best By before or expiration date. The lot number is very important because it helps us determine the manufacturing plant as well as the production date. So, very important number. But let's go back to the safety reporting. I'm going to move myself down over here again. And let's go over treats. We don't want to do that. Excuse me, I pushed the wrong button. But let's go ahead and edit pet food. Okay. So you would think that on this form in particular, you could put in a lot number, right? No, it's not there. It's not there. In fact, we were like, well, where are we supposed to put it? And we're like, oh, maybe we just put it under the description. No, get this. Finally, when we figured this out, this page, this product page had changed from just being this product detail section that you see right up there at the top after you inputted the first product to then add 2 more fields. And do you see this? Here's the lot number. So this is where we put the product lots for pet food. Okay. You will have, let's say you do serve canned pumpkin. You know, we also get bananas. There is not going to be a banana, you know, lot number on this, I don't think. But let's say you choose canned pumpkin, right? There will be a lot number on that, but you need to make sure that you are entering in the correct lot number with the correct product. So now we choose canned pumpkin, and now we can add that lot number. And let's just go ahead and put in lot number there. Oops. I'm going to actually put in a number. There. And expiration date. We're just going to say May 24th, 2024. So now you can see there's the lot number for the canned pumpkin. But it's not telling you that that's for the canned pumpkin, right? Now let's say we want to add a lot number for the pet food. Lot number for the can disappears. Let's go ahead and add it for the pet food. Okay. And again, these are just demonstration purposes only, just so you can get an idea of where these important numbers need to go for the FDA to help the FDA investigate a pet food complaint. And save it again. There you can see that. I'm now going to push on canned pumpkin. You can see there's lot number for that. Next, veterinary visits, go ahead and fill that out, of course, and then attachments. Here are some ideas for attachments. Definitely what we would want you to do is primary documents are going to be from the veterinarian. Sometimes you can sign up online and get them from the vet that way. You can ask your vet to email them to you so you can easily go ahead and attach them here. Or you can also, another idea would be if you have the actual physical paper forms, you can take pictures of them or scan them and then go ahead and add them. But as you can see here, you can also add pictures like JPEGs and that nature. So if you can upload more than, let's say the vet gives you 2 documents, you have 3 more that you can do. What would be helpful is if maybe you take a picture of the packaging. We'd actually put that as the 5th thing. But if they had diarrhea, bloody diarrhea or color or anything like that, you can definitely add pictures of that. I know it sounds disgusting, but this is for your pet. So once you get all that done, go ahead and submit the report. Of course, I am not going to submit the report. I just wanted to show you what was going on here. I am now going to put myself up. So here I go. Hi. So I hope that was helpful. Feel free to go ahead and ask us questions later on.